Guardians at the Gate, an introduction to missile defense. In an age where technological marvels soar through the skies, the need for robust defense systems has never been greater. Missile defense, a critical aspect of national security, relies heavily on advanced technologies to detect and neutralize threats. Two such technologies, radar and image processing, act as vigilant guardians, constantly scanning the skies for potential danger. Radar, short for radio detection and ranging, operates by emitting radio waves and analyzing the echoes that bounce back from objects in their path. This technology allows us to detect the presence, speed, and even shape of distant objects, making it invaluable for tracking fast-moving missiles. Image processing, on the other hand, involves analyzing visual data captured by cameras, particularly in the infrared spectrum. Infrared imaging allows us to see heat signatures, making it possible to detect missiles even in darkness or through camouflage. The combination of radar and image processing provides a powerful multi-layered defense system, capable of detecting and tracking threats with remarkable accuracy. These technologies, however, are only as good as the algorithms and signal processing techniques that power them. In the following sections, we will delve deeper into the fascinating world of radar and image processing, exploring the ingenious mathematical tools that make missile defense possible. From Fourier transforms to Laplacian operators, these concepts may seem complex at first glance, but with a little explanation, they become accessible to anyone curious about the science behind our safety. Echoes in the sky. Unveiling the power of radar. Imagine a bat using echolocation to navigate in the dark. It emits high-pitched sounds and listens for the echoes to determine the location of objects around it. Radar operates on a similar principle, but instead of sound, it uses radio waves. A radar system consists of a transmitter, a receiver, and an antenna. The transmitter generates powerful radio waves that are emitted into the atmosphere. When these waves encounter an object, such as a plane or a missile, they are reflected back towards the radar system. The receiver picks up these reflected waves, or echoes, and the antenna helps to focus the signals. By analyzing the time delay between the transmission of the radio waves and the reception of the echoes, the radar system can determine the distance to the object. Furthermore, the Doppler effect comes into play. Just like the pitch of a siren changes as it moves towards or away from you, the frequency of the reflected radio waves changes depending on the object's speed relative to the radar. This allows the radar to calculate the speed and direction of the object. But radar can do more than just determine the location and speed of an object. By analyzing the pattern of the reflected waves, it's possible to infer the shape and size of the object, providing valuable information for identifying potential threats. This is where signal processing techniques like the Fourier transform come into play. Decoding the symphony of signals. Fourier transforms in radar. The echoes received by a radar system are not simple, single-frequency waves. Instead, they are complex waveforms containing a mixture of frequencies, much like a musical chord contains a blend of different notes. To decipher the information hidden within these complex signals, we turn to a powerful mathematical tool known as the Fourier transform. Think of the Fourier transform as a mathematical prism. Just as a prism separates white light into its constituent colors, the Fourier transform decomposes a complex waveform into its individual frequency components. In other words, it reveals the recipe of the signal, showing us the different frequencies and their respective amplitudes that make up the overall waveform. In the context of radar, each frequency component can tell us something different about the target. For example, the dominant frequencies might reveal the object's size and shape, while subtle shifts in frequency can indicate its rotation or even its material composition. By analyzing the frequency spectrum of the radar echoes, we gain a much richer understanding of the target than we could obtain from the raw signal alone. The Fourier transform is a fundamental tool in radar signal processing, enabling us to extract a wealth of information from the echoes bouncing back from objects in the sky. It allows us to distinguish between different types of objects, filter out noise and interference, and ultimately make more informed decisions about potential threats. Seeing the unseen infrared vision in missile defense. While radar excels at detecting objects based on their reflection of radio waves, infrared imaging provides a different perspective, literally. Objects emit infrared radiation or heat signatures that are invisible to the human eye, but can be detected by specialized cameras. This makes infrared imaging particularly valuable in missile defense, as it allows us to see missiles even in darkness or through smoke and clouds. Every object with a temperature above absolute zero emits infrared radiation. The hotter the object, the more infrared radiation it emits. Infrared cameras are designed to detect this radiation and convert it into visible images. In these images, hotter objects appear brighter, while cooler objects appear darker. In the context of missile defense, infrared cameras are used to detect the heat signatures of missiles in flight. As a missile burns fuel during its boost phase, it generates an immense amount of heat, creating a distinct infrared signature that can be detected from long distances. This early detection is crucial, as it provides more time to assess the threat and respond accordingly. To effectively track and identify missiles, we need to enhance the details and edges in the infrared images, which is where Laplacian operators come in.